what the hell am I doing when you've handed me your manuscript? What happens? What happens is you've handed over your baby. What am I doing? So the first thing is the initial read, and the initial read is super important because the initial read serves two main purposes. The first one is it lets me see your entire story, and whether I'm developmental or line editing, that is so important. On the developmental level, it lets me see all of the story arcs and all of the world building and all of those things, so I can actually assess how it works as a whole. But even for line editing, I need to know why your style is the way it is, what you're conveying, what is your artistry. And if I read your whole book, I start to understand that, which means my edits will be stronger because they'll be based on my understanding of your style or of the underlying structure, depending on the kind of edit. The other reason it's really important to do a read through, and one of my clients I call this the scream read, is because I am an avid reader and I love books and stories, and I am going to get really invested in your book and your characters. Part of that is getting really emotional, and obviously that's good. You want to move people, but as an editor, I need to be objective. If the line is sometimes you have to kill your darlings, I have to be objective enough to tell you when. And doing the screen read, as I'm going to call it from now on, first lets me be emotional and be emotionally invested first. Then I can go back and be thoroughly objective, and it's much better for the book that way. So that is step one. And sometimes at the end of this step, I will actually contact you if I've got any sort of like big level questions. This is when we would want to tackle them before I dive into the edit proper. And of course, I'll talk about that in the next video.